talk a little bit more about listening and I obviously it seems that your work is really grounded in listening, and that's maybe the first skill you use in working with people,
Yeah.
is being a good listener to them.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, and then how you could train people to be better listeners themselves, and kind of in that mutual way.
Right. So just a quickie on listening. Some people think listening is hearing the noise coming out of people's mouths and the words that they're saying to understand what they're talking about. That's one level of listening that we all do. Humanness. There's another level of listening, which is listening to sort of the background conversation that they're living in that generates the concerns that has their mouth moving the way it moves and saying what it says. I'll say that a different way. Most times we're speaking about something, there's a concern that we have in the background that we're talking about that is what I say is driving that conversation. So if you're listening to the words that are just coming out and the words that they're saying, you miss the driver conversation. Or you miss what they're listening to that is having them say what they're saying.
Their background conversation.
Yeah. And as I mentioned in one of the other sessions, that when I was working with Fernando, he had me not speak for 4 months to him while I was working with him. So I could start to listen to not only my own inner conversation that I'm having with myself in the back of my mind, which robs us from being present with the people we're with, but in the process started to be able to listen to other people's background conversations, or listen to their listening, to listen to what they're listening to in their head that has them speak the way they do. And in the coaching and in the work I do with people, I can listen in that way and ask them questions about the background conversation that they're having that reveals the concerns that they can't see. And so when I reveal the concerns that they can't see out of the questions they ask, all of a sudden I have a new perspective of it, and everything changes because they can see something for the first time they couldn't see. If I say listening's more powerful than speaking, and if you've ever tried it out, if you stop and listen to someone, authentically listen to a person's story, they all of a sudden get more animated, more alive, more honest, more open, and draw you into their conversation.